Well, in fact, we're just getting in some more breaking news. But before we go to the breaking news coming in, I just want to quickly zoom into this forged documents, the forged signatures that we were talking about. First, we showed you about the fake sale deeds. Let's just quickly take a look at this, where you have the images of the forged signature that was actually used in those very deeds. It also turns out that as far as the magistrate's signatures are also concerned, that was also forged. And I'm just reading out from the document here. They say the signature of the sub-registrar mismatches those made on other deeds. Appeared that someone had tried to copy the signature of the then sub-registrar, as the strokes, flow and spacing of the signature on deed number 4369 vary with other signatures. So here, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly how, this is what you see. Take a look at this closer one. This is exactly how the land parcel was actually handed over to a private company, and it turns out that bureaucrats were also involved in carrying out this entire forgery. So while we also put out those details on our grid with regards to exclusive pictures, signatures that were actually used in those sale deeds, all of it now accessed by Republic TV. We'll put out the more details. But let's now move on to some more breaking news coming in. This is with regards to what's going to happen tomorrow, because there was a lot of perhaps some speculation that was doing the rounds that whether at all the Enforcement Directorate is going to question the Jharkhand Chief Minister. Now we're getting in breaking news. Sources have now informed Republic that the Enforcement Directorate team is going to question Soren at his residence tomorrow. The quizzing is going to be in connection with the land scam, the land parcel that was given to a private person in a throwaway manner, in a throwaway price. We're being told that 20. Why do we also try to put out the figure that we have accessed? It turns out it is a 20 crore land parcel handed over for just about 7 crore rupees. Let's put that out. 20 crore is the cost of, or the government valuation that was done of the very land parcel that we are talking about. Let's put out the numbers which indicate 20 crore sold at 7 crore rupees. Let me just quickly go across once again to Prakash first and then to Piyush Ori. Prakash, we're getting in full details right now because there was a lot of confusion that it perhaps was to do with the mining scam, but it turns out it is not the mining scam, but it is in the land scam. Details, papers that have been accessed by Republic TV, in which it turns out that DC Ranchi played a very important, crucial role. DC Ranchi and Prem Prakash, two important characters linking all the way to the Chief Minister's office.
Well, yes, if you look at it, the powers, the DC, in Jharkhand it is called the Deputy Commissioner, in some states it is called the District Magistrate. So the Deputy Commissioner of Ranchi, the then Deputy Commissioner of Ranchi, Chavi Ranjan, who was the custodian of all the land, and Prem Prakash, as you are pointing it out, they played an important role. And as you say that a 20 crore rupees plot of land was sold for 7 crore rupees. And that has also to be ascertained, someone, whether the money was routed through some way or the other, or and the government challan was paid or not. So that has also to be ascertained, because being the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, he can manipulate anything, as it has been the case, because I've never seen a Chief Minister, a sitting Chief Minister, getting a mining lease allotted in his name. So and that too in these days of so many media surveillance and agency surveillance. So it was quite brave of him to do so. So we'll wait and watch what does the ED ask him tomorrow. They will be preparing a set of questionnaires as they have been doing it in the past. And this pertains to the land scam. In the mining scam, he had deposed it earlier on 14th November 2022, and a set of questionnaires were also sent to him. That is another case that is also pending before the ED, and maybe the ED is trying to corroborate both the cases together and plug in all the holes together, and maybe both the cases would be plugged together in some time soon. Back to you, someone.
Well, thank you very much, Prakash. I'll just request you to stay on with us. I'll just get also a quick word from Piyush Ori, who is outside Hemant Soren's residence in the national capital, where the searches were carried out starting from 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday. And thereafter, the Enforcement Directorate made that sensational claim that the Chief Minister had gone untraceable. We'll also put across that big breaking news now coming in that Republic has essentially learnt more details of the prime property in the heart of Ranchi that's worth about 20 crore rupees, sold for about 7 crore rupees. And this would be the key reason why the Jharkhand Chief Minister is going to be questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. Let me quickly get in a word from Piyush Ori. Piyush, you've been tracking the story very closely. As far as the legal strategy goes, it turns out that the Jharkhand Chief Minister, who was here in the national capital on Sunday, did actually meet a top legal luminary here in the national capital. What's the legal option available before Hemant Soren? Will he knock at the doors of the court once again?
So yes, Shravan, based on the comprehensive reports which you have just released and which you have just mentioned in the charge sheet, definitely trouble does seem to mount for Hemant Soren. And for this purpose only, Hemant Soren, the present Chief Minister of Jharkhand, was over here in national capital, where we are being told that he did meet some of the prominent luminaries and did take the legal consultation of what actually can his next step be. Now, what the major challenge for the enforcement agencies and what the major challenge for the central agencies would be to establish the money trail and also get some more vital evidences. And in this regard, thereby you saw that there was a massive raid that was conducted at the premises of Hemant Soren, not only in Ranchi but also over here in the national capital. And they have been able to get some very vital leads and evidences. And these evidences are now going to be given, and these evidences are now going to be presented in front of Hemant Soren, and his explanation is going to be sought. What actually would his explanation be? Will there be a sterner action that will be taken by the central agencies? And based on this, will there be a punitive action? All this is going to determine that what actually would the next legal step of Hemant Soren be. So thereby we'll see that tomorrow is going to be a very important day where Hemant Soren is going to be interrogated in the land scam, the charge sheet and the detail of which you and Prakash have already presented. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Piyush Ori, for getting us the latest details from the national capital, and also Prakash, who's been tracking this story very closely from Patna. In fact, whether at all there will be some sort of a political realignment, or will there be massive changes in terms of who's going to lead the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, if at all a punitive action is taken against the Jharkhand Chief Minister? All this and much more. We'll slip into a short break. On the other side, we get you details of how, once again, China has been meddling with our neighbors.